Every year, thousands of animals of all shapes and sizes are born in the UK. And just like us, not every animal will have a natural birth. I've come to meet Lopsy, a 2-year-old French bulldog who's booked in for a caesarean section. It's a first time for her, and I just don't know what to expect. Hello,
Hi.
you
Hi,
Rudy?
Lucy. Nice to meet you.
Nice
Rudy,
to meet you.
come in.
Hello there. Hello.
Hello.
You must be Claire.
I am.
I'm going to
Lucy.
shake your hand.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Hello there. Hello, Lopsy. Lopsy because of the lopsided face,
Lopsided
I'm
face.
guessing, yeah? Look at this splendid stomach. Look at that. Is it rude for me to touch?
No, you can touch
I
it.
feel.
Occasionally
I
you
don't
get
want to
a
be
kick.
rude. Like,
Occasionally
really?
you get a kick.
Yeah.
I'll get a kick if I feel hard.
If you feel hard enough, you can get one. You can feel the outlines of
Oh,
them.
I definitely did. I definitely did. I just felt a little kick there. How many are in there?
4. According to, we had a scan and there was 4.
You got 4? 4?
She's got lots of milk.
Yes, she's about ready to pop, isn't she?
She is.
She is,
Any
yeah.
day now.
To perform a caesarean section, vets have to intervene just after labour has begun. Lopsy's owners, Rudy and Claire, think that that moment might have arrived. Time for vet Dr. Abdul Rahman to take a look.
She won't eat or drink this morning, and obviously she's panting a lot. She's showing signs.
What do you think?
Yeah, I can feel the puppy in the canal just from the hand there.
You really can feel something in there. Wow,
It's engaging.
that's engaging.
Just right there.
Ooh.
Now this breed, the problem is their puppy's head is not like normal dog's puppy head, like a bullet shape. Their head is like a
Like a fist.
fist. So it's just knocking on the pelvis.
Ah, so it can't come out. So
can't
that's
come
why
out.
we need to do the caesarean, basically, yeah. How you feeling?
Nervous?
Yeah, I bet you
Okay, I
are.
think we're ready now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay then, lots.
There.
You well, good luck, everyone. Well, looks like we're going for it. I didn't think it was going to be this quick, but it's all action stations. Gosh, she's really shaking now, isn't she? What are the dangers? What are you worried about?
First of all, with this breed, the windpipe is quite narrow, and I'm anesthetizing a very stressed out animal at the moment.
Right.
The breathing is not as good as other normal dogs.
Breeding has led to a desirable-looking dog, but one that's difficult to deliver naturally because of its bigger head. As a result, around 80% of the UK's bulldogs are born by C-section, so it's safer for Lopsy and her new pups if the vet steps in. Right, that's good. I didn't realise I was going to get a lesson in how to be a hairdresser today. I've not really been around many medical procedures, and I'm a little bit squeamish about blood. I'm also a big softie, loves dogs, so I'm a bit nervous about seeing one cut open.
Do you want to carry the truck?
Yeah, I've got it, yeah. Here we go. Vet Abdul knows that time is of the essence to get Lopsy's pups out safely. This is such a different type of birth because it's just so clinical. I've been in fields and, you know, totally natural surroundings for all ones so far, so this definitely feels more nerve-wracking, really. The fine balance is to anaesthetise Lopsy just enough so that she can't feel anything, while making sure the drugs don't make the pups inside her sleepy. Oh my word! Now we need to get it to take its first breath, presumably. That's to get the fluid out of its lungs, yeah. What, rub its back, right?
Yeah.
It's not breathing. Is it breathing?
She's almost near to death under anesthesia doing this. She's getting hypothermic because uterus is out. She's bleeding. So we have to do as soon as possible.
Should I go in as well?
wake her up.
Awful.
Oh, it's always so nerve-wracking, this bit. I find it terrifying before they take their first breath. It's really... You guys are very cool. This one's not breathing still. We've got all 4 puppies out now, and all 4 puppies, all 4 are breathing?
Yep.
Yep. All 4 puppies are out and breathing, which feels like a minor miracle. And now Abdul's busy sewing up Mum. That was a very silent and peculiar birth.
They can have oxygen if they need it, but these are all nice and pink. So I don't think these need to go on any oxygen. If you look there now, mouths are nice and pink.
The pink means it's healthy and got lots of oxygen in it. Also makes it look very cute. Hey, go down with your brother and sisters. The pups all seem healthy, but Abdul wants to give them one final check for cleft palate, which is a problem in bulldogs, and it can cause huge issues as the puppies struggle to suckle from mum. You pleased with that?
Very happy with
Getting a
that.
thumbs up?
Oh, yes.
Lopsy's getting 4 marks?
Oh, yes.
I got a present for you.
How did it go?
It went really well.
How's Lopsy?
Lopsy's doing very well. She's recovering next door.
Look at the colours of them.
They're gorgeous, aren't they?
Hi, guys.
You got 4 gorgeous, healthy pups.
Hi.
Has it been quite anxious waiting?
It has. It feels
Yeah.
like forever.
Yeah, feels like a long process and not knowing, because obviously Lopsy's in there. I think that's the biggest thing, because you want to see the bitch back on her feet. That's the first thing you're sort of waiting to see.
Just an hour later, and Lopsy is safely back at home, wide awake and ready to feed her new babies. You ready to meet your pups, Lopsy?
Hi, Lopsy, you've got some babies. What's that?
That's it.
Oh,
That's
she
it.
knows what to do.
Good girl. There you go.
Lopsy.
There's another one. Another one.
Yeah.
There you go. What do you think of them? They're yours.
Aww. Lopsy's 1 boy and 3 girls have all gone on to thrive and are doing really well. Mum has made a full recovery and is protective and loving of her babies. Up and down Britain, there are zoos and safari parks working hard to bring new life into the world and keep some of the world's most endangered species from extinction. Like the vulnerable red panda. Jay Lee is a 2-year-old mum that's due to give birth at Cornwall's Paradise Park. She and her male partner Langzar are amongst the last remaining 10,000 adult red pandas. After a 134-day pregnancy, there is joy as she delivers 2 cubs. By 12 weeks, Rusty and Scarlet are growing fast. A new generation to help the species.
Oh, sweetie.
Another incredibly successful animal breeding story comes from the beautiful island of Jersey. Being in the right place at the right time to see an animal give birth is incredibly rare because most animals choose late nights or early mornings away from prying eyes or predators. But I've come here to Durrell Wildlife Park to find out about an incredible birth that's been captured on camera. Here, they specialise in rare and endangered creatures. The team of experts develop breeding programmes to try and preserve species and reintroduce them into the wild. This is Badongo, a 16-year-old silverback. He's in charge of this band of gorillas. He rules his troop with an iron fist, deciding when they wake up, eat and go to sleep. And it's his job to continue the family line by getting his harem of 3 females pregnant. His first offspring was Indigo, a boy born in September 2012. He's around 180 kilos of pure stud.
Right.
So what can I do to help? And this is Jonathan Stark, the park's senior ape keeper, and today he's performing a very special task. But first, it's feeding time.
It's a gorilla's breakfast. Oh, look, there he is. Oh, my word. Look at him. Gosh, they're such impressive creatures. They really are. Look at Badongo. Go look at those buttocks. There's some power in them, haven't they?
As we throw fruit into the enclosure, pack hierarchy dictates that the females won't eat until Badongo has had his fill.
So I'll try and do it as quick as we can, because he's just such a pig.
Bahasha's got herself some food, which is good.
She's quite clever. She knows to stay away from Badongo.
She's staying away from Badongo because he's such a greedy pig. I said that a bit close to a silverback. Incoming cabbage. She took my cabbage. Amazing. Just spectacular.
And Bahasha is the real reason I'm here. 2 years ago, she suffered a stillbirth. All attempts to get her pregnant again have failed. But John knows she's mated, and today it's time for her pregnancy test.
So how do you do a pregnancy test on a gorilla?
You basically do it exactly as you do a pregnancy test on a human being.
Really?
We use the same pregnancy, the same pregnancy test kits that you'd buy in the pharmacy, and you just need a little bit of patience, really, because you have to sit and watch a gorilla in the morning to see if it does pee.
Wow, OK, because I was going to say, if it's the same as a human, I was going to say, how on earth do you get a gorilla to pee on a stick? But you don't get the gorilla to pee on a stick. We've got to go and get the pee, basically.
Yeah, that's the idea. Is that you just need patience, really. You need to have the patience of a saint. It sometimes is a struggle, but...
Once the gorillas are out in the open, John can go into their enclosure to see if there's a sample he can retrieve. But Badongo is keeping a close watch.
This is his role as a silverback. He's just doing his job, you know, he's a protector of the group.
Yeah. Well, it definitely smells like something peed in here.
Yeah. Well,
You've got a very intimate relationship with these gorillas, haven't you?
Yeah, well, in terms of this kind of thing. All right, mate. That's Badongo.
He can't get back in here, can he?
No.
I feel nervous.
Yeah.
It's just, how do you explain your way out of this with a gorilla? Oh, well, we weren't doing anything.
I think I shut that door.
Yeah, I just feel a bit spooked being in the gorilla enclosure, stealing their wee.
You have to sort of remind yourself to not get too complacent, because, like, they are sort of wild animals at the end of the day.
OK, let's do it. Let's go.
Right.
Sorry, I just wondered what it smelled like. Is it smelled? Pour it into the cup. Why do you pour it into the cup?
Just because this won't fit into...
Oh, right, I see.
there.
So that goes...
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure whoever invented these tests never imagined they'd be used like this. After 3 minutes, we have our result.
There'll be no champagne today, I don't think.
Yeah, don't think so.
You've got a bit more time spent on your knees, pipetting urine off the floor.
Yeah, that'll be me for a while.
I envy you your job, apart from that bit.
Yeah, it's good. But the thing is, when you get the positive, it's all worthwhile.
Yeah.
All those mornings on your knees, you know. Yeah, it makes sense after then, but...
Not today,
Not
though.
today, no.
Yeah.
So no baby joy yet for Bahasha, but the zoo has another hopeful young mum. Andean bear Bahia is 5 years old, and incredibly, today the team are using another tool designed for human pregnancy. They're going to be performing an ultrasound scan to find out when she's expecting. Amazing. For the last few months, they've been training her to raise her body up for food, allowing them to scan her tummy. Bahia's so distracted by the grapes, she hasn't even noticed what's going on down there.
I've had some strange jobs on this series, but feeding a bear grapes while she gets an ultrasound it's up there.
So no sign of baby today, but the team have rigged Bayer's enclosure with cameras so that when the time comes, they can capture the birth. But persistence does pay off. There's one animal here that the team have managed to capture giving birth. Sumatran orangutan, Dana. Gordon Hunt is the deputy head of mammals here and Andrew Routh, head vet. Dana has been pregnant before, but she nearly died after extensive bleeding following a still birth. So any future pregnancies would need to be carefully monitored.
So tell me about Dana, because she's quite special, isn't she?
Yeah, Dana's certainly special. She had a stillbirth and the placenta sheared off inside her and she was literally bleeding to death. So we nearly lost her as well as the baby. It takes a while for it to sink in what's happened, but yeah, we were very close to losing her.
And this is Dad here.
Yes, this is Dagu, dominant male and dad to the youngsters.
He's just a magnificent creature, isn't he? How many babies has he sired?
Dagu is now on number 7.
Number 7, so he's quite a stud.
He is very much so a stud.
Yeah.
When Dana fell pregnant for the second time, the team were watching her every move, desperate to make sure things went well. As she begins to settle in her nest to give birth, it's a tense moment for the team, because it was this moment last time that went horribly wrong. And if that happens again, it could be fatal for her and her baby.
That's the head coming there. This is it, that's the head. Yeah. That's it. Wow. And out it comes pretty easy, huh, compared with human births.
How extraordinary, just crouching down like that.
The next few moments are crucial. As Dana licks clean her baby, the team wait nervously to see if it starts to breathe.
We had no idea that it was alive at this stage.
So this was the heart stopping until you hear it cry.
Yeah.
You're just
and
thinking,
move. Yeah.
And she's cutting the umbilical cord herself.
Well, she's starting to clean up the baby, lick it, clear the airways there, sucking out the mucus.
Gosh,
and
she's like her own midwife, basically.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
It's just that instinct thing is just incredible.
There we go.
The baby's screaming.
Gosh.
I felt extraordinarily privileged. She knew we were there. We weren't behind any one-way glass or anything like that. This is the lump in the throat bit, where she came up to see the 3 of us. And that's us, the other side of the bars. Yeah. It's quite funny, really, because with the training, she wasn't the best of animals to scan because she didn't like the gel on her tummy and things like that. And she'd do anything to avoid the gel on her tummy. Then at this critical moment when she's had the baby, a couple of minutes later, she comes up to see us. Yeah.
But I mean, it seems hard to believe that she wasn't coming to show you.
Oh,
I
think she fully was.
Yeah. Even as somebody who's worked at a place like this for a number of years, it sticks out as an extraordinary experience.
It'll stick out forever in my professional career and yours as well, I guess.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to forget that.
Yeah. And is she a good mum?
She's a very good mum.
Yeah.
If anything, she's an overly good mum.
Right.
You know, she's a little bit too protective of Kia. It's probably because she nearly died the first time round, and this is her first youngster.
Kia's recently turned 2 years old and can climb independently, but still depends on her mum. Orangutan babies will often stay with their mums till they're about 8 years old, longer than any other mammal except humans.
It's been so fascinating to see how much effort goes into each one of these births here at Durrell Wildlife Park. I mean, it's a major production involving animals being trained and hours of observation. And each one of these animals that's born here is, of course, hugely valuable to conservation and causes an enormous amount of excitement for the people that are here. But what's more touching really is how it matters to them on a personal level because of the relationships that they've developed with these animals.